So tell me what exactly happened, because, of course, we had the announcement of a Labour MP holding that seat, and you expected to be granted an interview. What actually happened?
Well, I mean, I interviewed Paulette Hamilton last week ahead of the by-election for a preview piece, which I did on all the sort of main candidates, which aired on Wednesday on GB News. And, she came across as a warm and personable character. So, of course, at the end of the night when she won, along the rest of the media present at the by-election, I expected an interview with her. But I was told early on in the evening that they won't be talking to GB News because of Harwood, meaning Tom Harwood, our reporter, and what he aired a couple of days ago about those comments she made in 2015. So I didn't give up because I am a journalist, and ultimately, my job is to get that interview. So I did continue to try, but I was told, no, we're not going to be speaking to GB News. And I must admit, I was disappointed because I credit myself as a hardworking journalist who's trying to get, her voice represented on our channel. But, I was told they don't want to speak to GB News. And I just think as a political party that, they shouldn't really be picking and choosing which media outlets they speak to. And I would say that for all political parties. I mean, this isn't a problem just for GB News. I have seen politicians fail to go on other channels and speak up about issues that they've been pulled up on. I mean, I'm really pleased for Paulette Hamilton. She is the city's first Black MP. Birmingham is a diverse city, so it's great to see her representing, underrepresented community. However, she is now in public office. She's an MP. MPs will get pulled up on things that they've said in the past. And, rather than avoiding the question, Paulette, come onto the show, talk to us. If you feel your words were taken out of context or misrepresented, you have the opportunity to share your views and to expand on what exactly it is that you said. By avoiding the question, you are therefore, almost leaving people open to more questions rather than answers. And, this is unfortunately a situation that I see with lots of politicians avoiding the question. And I think that we need more openness, transparency, and honesty in our politics.
Has there been any movement from the Labour Party since this vetoing of an interview with a new MP?
I mean, for me, I haven't, I was on a night shift, so I haven't been trying to attempt any further interviews. But, I've seen a couple of other broadcasters speak to, GB News aired an interview with Keir Starmer where he was asked about those comments and he avoided the question. It's something that isn't necessarily going to go away. I mean, that footage that Tom Harwood presented a couple of days ago isn't necessarily going to disappear. So it is, it will potentially come under further scrutiny in the days to come. We are in a situation where we are a channel, we exist, we're not going anywhere. I find it disappointing when people don't want to speak to us, because ultimately we are just trying to do our jobs as reporters on the road, on the ground, representing the constituents in these areas and telling their stories. I mean, when you fail to speak, you're then failing to get your voice heard, ultimately. We're not always going to agree. I agree with you on one thing. There should be diversity of opinion, as well as diversity in other ways. But I mean, ultimately it's an opportunity, and it's disappointing, but it's not, like I said, it's not an issue that is exclusive to GB News. Other political parties, haven't appeared on other channels when they've been asked to.